Hi everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to a new video. And in today's video, we're going to go for a walk around my local shopping mall here in Moscow. Now, I haven't done a video on this place before. I have gone in the supermarket, but not walked around the main shopping center. It's right behind me. I want to show you the reasons why this shopping center is quite a lot busier than most others in Moscow and Moscow region. Now, there is a few main reasons why this center is a lot busier than others. Now, it does have underground parking, so you can park in the shade. Particularly today is a nice hot summer day, and check out the line of cars coming into the place. So there's actually two lanes essentially of cars coming in. One generally just does drop off and pick up, and all of these other cars are trying to get into the parking lot. And there's even people waiting for taxis right here. So yeah, it's nice and busy, and we haven't even got inside yet. Now, it's probably a little bit hard to get a grasp of how big the bus station is here at Salaris, but this is the domestic buses right here. There's blue buses just off in the distance, and then quite a few of the other ones over here are all long distance buses. So it's actually Salaris International Bus Terminal. So I'm not sure the international part, but I would imagine there is buses that go beyond Russian borders. It's one of the blue buses just pulls out here. And the other main reason you get a lot of traffic at this shopping center here is because of the metro station right here, Salaris. So this is one of the stops on the red line that comes in and out of Moscow, and it's got another 5 more stops after this to the end of the line. Shopping center right in front of us. So you'll see people here definitely have shopping bags. They've definitely done some shopping. So this is actually one of the main entrances here. This is pretty much the entrance where everybody that's come from public transport come in and out of. As most people who drive into the shopping mall will park underground. So it's a huge place, but it's just a bit hard to give you a bit of an idea of the size of the bus station here. Off in the distance there is the international bus station, which I always get a bit of a laugh about because I'm not sure, I don't think there's even any international routes. There must be one for them to call it that. And then as we swing around here, again, we'll see the other entrance to the metro, and then the bus layover station in the back there, and then where the buses come in and out of. So I decided to come to the underground entrance of the shopping center here. So this is actually the entrance where you'd come from the bus station right here. So it actually goes right underneath all of the bus lanes, and you can come up to the level where essentially there's no traffic. And then this is the lower entrance here. Now, this is a little bit quiet because this is not ideally where a lot of traffic will pass except for coming and going from the shopping center. So now, if you've watched my other videos, you'll know I've mentioned about Starbucks coffee. And here's another reason why you've got plenty of coffee options here in Moscow. So you've got Coffix, which has 90 ruble coffee. Right next door, you've got One Price Coffee, which is interestingly also 90 rubles. And actually these are pretty cool, these One Price ones. They've actually got a little phone shop attached to them right here. Kind of like this idea. So sharing the rent for the office. And then you've got another little kiosk here where this guy's got 79 ruble coffee. This has got some drinks and snacks as well. So you can grab them going to or from the bus station. And then also on this underground level is the entrance from the metro here. So if you're actually arriving into Salaris or Salaris metro station, this is where you'd get off the metro, and then you could either come up to the street level or you'd come up to the level right here, which is the underground of the shopping center. And then you'll actually see then, there's the underground entrance to the shopping center just ahead of us here. So everyone will basically come out of the metro and then head on upstairs to the first level. So I think this is appropriate that I point this out because this was a McDonald's location. Now, this place literally opened brand new before February and everything that went on. They were open for literally a couple of weeks, and then they were closed and they've never reopened since. And obviously now they've been took over by Kuzna i Tochka, Tasty, and that's all burger place. And it looks like finally, after months and months and months, These guys are very close to being ready to open. They've actually changed their kiosks over. They've took away their signage. They've got the Kuznetochka pricing on the back wall there. So it's actually a really interesting spot for it because it's sort of the entrance and exit of the shopping center on this lower ground level. But imagine the amount of money that McDonald's would have paid to build this, and they got about 2 weeks worth of money from it. Now, in case you're wondering where everybody gets their money from in Russia, of course we get it from the bank, but we have a nice set of ATM machines right here at the entrance of the shopping center. And then funny enough, they've got a vending kiosk here with like personal care items, which is a little bit strange. You can get shampoo and deodorant and hand lotion and the like. A little bit strange. So pretty much everyone coming into the shopping center on foot will either come from that lower level from the metro, or they'll come in and out of the shopping center right here. Now, the exact 2 minutes I'm standing here is nobody on the escalator, but you're gonna have to trust me, there's a lot of people at the shopping center today. So just to confirm when I am here at the shopping center, it's Sunday afternoon, about 4:45 p.m. now, so hopefully I've come at the busiest time and the busiest day of the week so we can get a good idea of shopping centers, especially when we compare them in different regions of Moscow. I think that my shopping center where I live, or close to where I live here, is relatively busy all the time, no matter what time of day or night that you come. So just walking around this main entrance here, this is the entrance that I pretty much only use coming in and out of the shopping center, so I consider this the main entrance for me, but pretty much anyone that drives into this shopping center will come from the underlevel parking, and there's kind of travelators that come up from downstairs. And this is one of the bigger perfume shops here in this shopping center. Actually, this is where my wife likes to come quite a lot. It's called Green Apple, and it's kind of all multi-branded perfumes, cosmetics, skincare, and I think we can see plenty of shoppers. Obviously, always people browsing in perfume shops. You never sort of see that magical one shopper, you just see everyone browsing. But definitely people shopping today. And then this is CR, which used to be called Cropped until they sold and got renamed. But again, plenty of shoppers inside, coming and going. As we swing around here to this main walkway here, we should see a few people around. I haven't walked in until now, so I was planning to go and do other things today, but it's just too hot. It's been about 30, 32 Celsius every day for about a week now, so I just found it was easier just to come to the shopping center and relax, make a video, have some dinner, and head on home. Yeah, you can see here, this is one of the other stores that's related to Cropped right here. And then again, hopefully you can see everybody with shopping bags. I'm trying to stay down the middle of the walkway here to not trip over anybody, but this is reserved on the right-hand side. Tissot, we've talked about that in other videos. Again, these guys are open and trading. So yeah, let's just walk a little bit further down and then we'll find some other walkways to walk down. Samsung over here. A couple of people in Samsung. And then we'll see. So this is where the underground car park is here. So you'll see everyone kind of going down and then up, if you like, just here. So this is where people actually go to get their car. It goes 2 levels underground. So there's plenty of parking as well. You can just see the amount of people just walking on this lower level here. Now, this shopping center isn't by any means big, but just for my Australian viewers, anyone from Perth, Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, this shopping center is larger than any shopping center in Australia. And then in terms of Moscow and Moscow region, it would probably be in the top 20 at best, larger shopping centers. So for anyone in Australia that keeps telling me, oh, there's bigger shopping centers in Australia, no, there isn't. This is my local shopping center, and it's still bigger than Chatswood in Sydney. All right, so walking on a little bit further now. This is right by the entrance of Globus here. Of course, I've done quite a few different videos in Globus. It's one of my favorite supermarkets to come to at the same time. Of course, the fact that it's easy for me to come to and come shopping here. And again, I think you can see the amount of people around, I think. Hopefully it's noticeable on the video as much as I can see it here. Plenty of families, kids, everybody out shopping today on a Sunday afternoon. One of the favorite things to buy as you come out of Globus supermarket is their ice cream. They've got this little takeaway ice cream stand here. And if you've ever been to like IKEA and different places, you'll know they've got always got the cheap ice cream to attract everybody. And look at the line. It's like 25 deep to get an ice cream. How much do you need an ice cream today? Everybody's excited. It's very hot outside, and it's only 26 rubles for an ice cream too, so it's about 47 cents US for an ice cream, so no excuse not to get one, I don't think. I have also showed this in other videos as well, the cafeteria right across from the supermarket. I think it's very cool that you can just pop over and have a nice little snack after you've done your shopping, or before even. Don't even have to go to the food court. Come to the supermarket cafe instead. Now there is obviously a few closed shops in this shopping centre, and they are pretty much all in one spot here, right in this middle atrium. So Zara, Uniqlo, and across the way you've got Pull & Bear, Zara Home. So this is the only spot in the shopping centre where things are closed. And everything else in the entire shopping centre is fully open. You don't seem to notice it as much here as at other shopping centres. I mean, they're all kind of grouped together. But everything else in the whole shopping centre is open. There's the upper level here. And in Russia, they seem to love these big sky dome roofs. It seems to be the favorite thing to put in all shopping centers in Moscow. It's certainly big. We've got this really cool pop-up store outside all the closed stores here as well, in this middle atrium. They tend to do seasonal things here, so when you come different months of the year, they've got different seasonal events going on. So at the moment, it's kind of a pop-up clothing store. Kind of fills the void here between the closed stores, so you don't feel it as much when you walk around. And then have a look what I've spotted here. Stars Coffee's open. This was, of course, a Starbucks originally, but they've opened one of their regional stores. Now, when I spoke to the guy when I was there last week or so, he did seem to kind of not kind of give out too many secrets about which ones were opening next, but the one right here is open. Look, there's no line. Look at that, how cool is that? And they've got the coffee prices up on the back screen over here. Very nice, Stars Coffee. There's a couple of people here, and they've actually got an outdoor area, I guess, or an indoor-outdoor area right here as well, so perfect. How neat is that? There's no waiting in line like there was in Moscow Center for Stars Coffee, so it's nice. You can just sort of literally come here and grab yourself what you want. So essentially anywhere else that I'll walk around the shopping center, not in that middle atrium area, all the shops are fully open. There isn't another closed store in the shopping mall now, which is very good for the shopping center. Of course, I mean, what, 6 or 8 shops were closed, but they're all grouped together, so it's not really noticeable here as it is at other shopping centers. So I think just here by Stars Coffee's outdoor area, it gives you a good idea of how big this place is and just how expansive it is. I mean, actually, even on the video, I mean, short of having it on a big screen TV at home, I think you don't get an idea of how big this overall building is. I mean, this is the thing with this shopping center. Some of them are a lot more compact and smaller in Moscow, but they're 3 or 4 levels. But they've just spread this one over 2 huge levels. Now, this aisle of the shopping center here is pretty much all shoes, accessories, but for some strange reason, Rendezvous here, which is my wife's favorite shoe shop, always is busy. Like, there's always a crowd in there. So If you can tell me what they do that no one else is doing. These aren't paid actors, by the way. People tell me I'm making very good propaganda videos, and these are all actors in the store. They're not buying anything, but please tell me what these guys do differently to all the other shoe shops in the shopping center, because the amount of people in here is fantastic. As we walk along a little bit further here, so there's shoe shops on either side of this walkway here. Some handbags right here in the middle. But why does Rendezvous always have a crowd? They must have some sort of special, or they've got a good loyalty program, I think, with the returning customers. So I thought I'd come up to the second level here to get an idea as well how busy it is and people walking around. And this is one of the kids' play centers here. It's essentially a 2-level kids' play center, and it's got a restaurant inside as well. Jockey Joya. It's always busy. The parents can either leave the kids, it's all supervised, or they can basically go in, let the kids go in, and then they go in the cafe and sit down and relax. And then a lot of the shops up on this upstairs level, a little bit more family and kid themed. And this is the view from the upstairs middle part of the shopping center again. Now I just want to point something out here because it's kind of neat. There's another kids play center there, Tika Boom, right behind. Nail Salon. Now, so downstairs is Stars Coffee. Okay, so we know that used to be Starbucks. And then just off in front of us here, so way back at the beginning, we saw that future Kuznetsy Tochka that was going to open. That was on the entrance and exit of the metro there. And this is their cafe or sit-down restaurant version, which is back fully open. This must have opened in the last 7 days because I didn't notice it open the last trip I was in here. I might come through here but not come to the upper level, but plenty of people here. I just stopped for a minute here. They've got slide carts for the kids right here. Now, I'm pretty sure the exact minute I'm going to film them. These kids can't be more than 3 or 4 years old, I don't think, riding these cars. But there's the young girl here, and she's absolutely tearing it up. These slide carts. The kids' play centers and then the things like the go-karts are a massive draw to bringing families and kids to the shopping centers. This is one thing that Russia does very well with their shopping centers. They have a lot more entertainment themed businesses here, not necessarily just pure shopping. So there's a lot more reasons to come here. There's cinemas, supermarkets, there's a lot of kids centers. There's even crazy mirrors just off to the right-hand side here. So this is the difference, I think, even with Australian shopping centers. We don't have nearly the amount of other reasons to come to a shopping center except shopping. And of course, no shopping center is complete without a food court. This one's no different to a lot of the other ones in all the other shopping centers in Moscow. Again, everything is open. KFC's open, Burger King's open. This used to be Krispy Kreme. Now it's donuts and coffee. Have a look how similar their boxes are right here, but it's actually a very big dining area here. It's on the other side there by the glass windows. We just swing around here so you can see everybody's enjoying some kind of a meal. So you've got plenty of food choices here. There's about 20 takeaway places. And then there's 5 or 6 different sit-down restaurants where you can actually dine in. So it's nice and spacious. You're always, every time I've come here, you can always get a table. It's never full. Some shopping centers, particularly closer to Moscow center, you'd struggle to find somewhere to sit down, but here, it's not too bad. Again, this is more of a regional shopping center, but Sunday afternoon, everybody is here. Now, I just thought I'd point out this building that's just across the highway here, well, a series of buildings. This is Salaris Park, which is a huge housing development. Now, it looks very small on the camera here, but I'm going to show you it's about 5,000 apartments over probably 10 or 12 different buildings. And there is an overpass to get over there, but most people catch the bus to or from there because it's a little bit far to walk. But the car park here is also quite full. Very typically, most people park underground when they come to this car park. This is also Kiev Highway here. which goes directly into Moscow center. You're pretty much, at the most, you're 15 minutes from the center of Moscow from here in normal traffic times, like today being Sunday afternoon. So just getting towards the back of the shopping center here on this lower level. It's still got plenty of people down here. It's normally a bit quieter here. There's a huge pet shop right there, Zoo, Dino Zoo. And then there's a very big homeware store. There's a supermarket right there. And then this is mostly all things for your house, kitchen, so Bork. And then there's another houseware store. Pretty much all these ones at the back of the shopping center here are all housewares. They pretty much split the shopping center up into segments. There's a very nice homeware store here as well. So if you need anything a little bit fancier for your house, trinkets, ornaments, oh my gosh, all these dust collectors. That's what I like to call them. Yeah, you'll see over there, there's also Kitchenland Home, and then Technopark, which is the other electronics store and homeware store. So just walking on a little bit further here, the guest store is fully open right here. There is only a couple of people in it, considering the amount of people in the shopping center. As a lady walks by with a guest bag in her hand, just there. Yeah, so these sort of closed stores that are meant to be closed, fully open and trading. We'll even see here New Balance is open as well. And I think I point this out in almost every video at the shopping centers. There is a Marks and Spencer here at my local shopping center. Now it is sort of advertising that it's a sale going on, but really there's not more than a few people in here. Considering how busy the shopping center again is, there isn't the amount of people in Marks and Spencer. They just don't have the brand following. They don't have the people that kind of know and love this brand to, you know, let's say, sell out the items and close the store. And here's another piece of icon from America, New Yorker store here. And there, again, there's plenty of people in there today. They've got good value clothing. It's kind of, you'd sort of call it discounted clothing. So there's plenty of people in there, and still people coming in and out of the shopping center here. Helly Hansen is closed, so we have found one closed store. Everything else is there trading. Then just walking on again, I just thought I'd point out Children's World here, which is a kind of a small supermarket-sized kids store, and just how busy it is. Now we are coming up to the end of the summer holidays for kids now, so I guess parents and kids are eager to buy things to take back to school, and their pens and pencils and stuff like that. But it's a very big store, this. It doesn't look as big as what it really is when you walk in there. It kind of goes right into the back of the store. Now, for anybody who is a sports fanatic of some kind, does anybody play squash still? There's a squash center in the shopping center here, Status Squash. Or Status Quo, I guess they're trying to play off. It's very cool. I don't think I've ever seen anyone play on this front court. They've got courts that are in the back as well, but I guess nobody wants to play on this front show court right here. But there's a squash court in the shopping center. I think it's so cool, this. And then further along here, back towards the front of the shopping center on the upper level, they've got an indoor trampoline park. It's not all that big, but still plenty of kids in here. Again, this is all supervised, so again, the kids can be just kind of left here for whatever length of time. The kids don't have any rush for their parents to pick them up when they come to the trampoline park, for sure. It's very cool. Now, if you think I left the shopping center, no, I'm still here. There's actually a fitness center right in the upper corner here of the shopping center. Everybody's on these elliptical machines, sweating away. But if you don't want to sweat away, there's a health food store right there, but you can go and have another meal. There's actually a second food court in this shopping center. So this is kind of a recent addition to a lot of the shopping centers around Moscow. They kind of called food market or market food. They kind of have mixed names, but rather than the traditional takeaway places, these are more kind of international foods. So So there's Indian, Chinese, Vietnamese, Greek, Georgian, all sorts of choices. Sushi in the corner over there, but a little bit more upbeat music, a little bit more of an adult vibe here as well. There's also a place you can get beer and wine. So yeah, much fancier than just a traditional food court. And this is M-Video, which is one of the electronics stores. Very similar to Best Buy in America, I guess you'd kind of compare it with, or in Australia, JB Hi-Fi, Curry's in the UK. So you've got all the different phone vendors right there. You've got iPhone, Samsung right in the front of the store. And then all the electrical goods in the back. So just looking down to that lower level there, you can still see the amount of people streaming in and out of the shopping center. And here's one of the other main anchor tenants, the Sportmeister, which is basically a multi-brand sports store. Really big sports store too, by the way, inside. But again, you can see the amount of people here walking around. There you go. There's actually the Kuznetsova Tochka logo there, advertising they're open on the second level. And then that -1 underground level at the very beginning, I imagine is not too far from opening as well. Okay, everybody, I hope you've enjoyed this walk around of my local shopping center, Salaris shopping center here in Moscow. Not too far from Moscow center, but quite a lot closer to where I live. This is pretty much the place I would come to or from anywhere in Moscow. From my house, I get the bus here, then get the train and metro on into the center of Moscow. And I pass through here every other day, pretty much. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. Good insight into a nice busy shopping center. This is Sunday afternoon. It's about 5:30 now, a little bit later than when we started. I've walked around quite a few times, so if you like to give it a thumbs up. Again, let me know in the comments what you think of the situation in Russia with shopping. You know, this shopping center, you don't feel it nearly as much as the other ones that I've covered in other videos. It's got a constant amount of people here, but as you saw right at the beginning, the amount of buses that come in and out of here, the amount of metros. Remember also the metro, the train lines in Moscow run about every 90 seconds. So there's a lot of foot traffic that come through this shopping center on a daily basis. And again, these are open 7 days a week, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. So there's not really, you know, a lot of excuses not to come to this particular shopping mall. So thanks, everybody. I put another video for you to watch just up above here, so you can watch that one right after this. And again, if you want to subscribe to the channel, I'm off on another adventure. Bye, everybody.